you probably know by the title of this video that we are going to do some pole today. So I have some stuff written down that I want to do, and we're going to do basically like a full class. Well, actually, no we're not. Yesterday I had a plan. My plan was that I was going to make a pole with me video where I show you a full day of me doing pole, doing conditioning, being really good at training by myself. But that's not how it went. Fuck! Ow! Because poling from home and doing any kind of training from home is actually really hard. And as much as I would love to pretend that I had the perfect little day and I trained really hard and I got lots of things filmed and everything was successful, that is absolutely not how it went. And so the plan for this video has changed. And instead of showing you a regular video of really good training, I'm showing you what the reality is when I train at home. And I want to talk about why it's hard to train at home. I know that some people can train on their own, no problem. They can put their pole up in their house, they can do online classes, and they can get through it really well and they can improve. But that's not for me. Every time I try to pole by myself at home, that's made even more aware for me. No. So I thought yesterday, because I wrote everything down that I wanted to do in my little notebook, that would keep me going, that would keep me on track, but it didn't happen. The reason is the environment is just so different from home compared to when you're in a studio. I have very limited space here. My pole is about a third of the height that they are in the studio, and that makes me not as comfortable or confident when trying moves that I haven't done before. Thankfully, even though I didn't have much success training by myself, I still had a class booked for yesterday evening and it went a little better, but I was still limited because of my space and the height of my pole. That was an intermediate level class and it should have been pretty easy for me, but it wasn't, because number one, we've had quite a break, and number two, because I'm training in a different environment. If I was taking an intermediate class at the studio, I'm sure it would have went a lot better. I didn't completely struggle with the moves, but I wasn't able to do the full sequence from start to finish all together. I was so tired doing the combo from that class. I haven't even really recorded it properly, so I think I will try and record it again tomorrow, because I've recorded attempts of it, but it's not the way I want it to be. You need to be in the right environment if you want to see your full potential and if you want to improve. I personally don't feel like I would ever be able to make the most of my training if I only train from home. A lot of people will agree that the studio environment is not just about space, but it's about having an instructor there, having people around you that are working towards the same thing, having that good energy in the room to keep you going. And for me personally, I also need a little bit of friendly competition. I need to compete with the people in my class to be able to push myself further. Because if I'm doing it at home and I get sore and I get tired, it's easy to say, yeah, I'm not gonna bother trying that again. But if I see someone else that struggled with it like me and now they tried it again and they've just got it, that's gonna push me to try it again as well. And that's the kind of stuff that you need whenever you want to improve in something. You kind of need that little bit of friendly competition. And don't get me wrong, I think poling at home is amazing. I think online classes are amazing and they open up this whole new world that we haven't even fully explored yet. But for me, I don't think it's ideal. It's all just down to personal preference and finding what works for you. So although this video didn't go the way I thought it was going to go, it's still taught me a lesson. I still learned from it. Now I can use that experience to move forward with my training, and I know what works for me and what doesn't. My training has regressed just like probably everyone else's, so you're probably gonna have to see me struggle for quite a while before I can put up nice long videos of me doing good combos and making moves look really clean. I already know tomorrow's training is going to go a little bit better than it did yesterday, but I still know that there's a lot of work that needs to be done. But I also hope that because of the environment that I'll be in, it will push me to work a little bit harder. Before I finish off this video, I do want to say that I really want to improve the videos, and I really want to put out content that I think is actually good, which I don't feel like I've done. Making videos is a little bit like pole, and it's going to take a lot of practice, it's going to take a lot of learning. And you know, I was thinking about the kind of posts that I put on Instagram, and that might sound, you know, whatever to some people, but if I think about the posts that I would have put on Instagram 4 or 5 years ago compared to the quality of posts that I put up now, they are completely different. There is stuff that I've posted years ago that is so messy, the quality is terrible, you can barely see what I'm doing, the angle is like completely at the ground and you can only see half of my body, whereas now the quality is so much better, and I feel like YouTube will be a bit like that. So I'm going to stop the video here, and we will be back with more pole content very soon because we will be training a lot more, and training is very unpredictable, so it could be better, it could be worse, but I'll try and bring you along for the ride.